Yo, Real 92.3, Bootleg Cav, DJ Head.
West Coast.
Special guest in the building.
Yeah.
He just dropped that solo album on Friday. We got Quavo here. What's
yes,
up,
sir.
bro?
What's happening?
Hey, man, the album is fucking dope.
Appreciate it.
The live performance has grown. I saw you guys for the first time, like, in Tampa, Florida at Club Sky 2014. This was years ago.
Wow.
And just to see the growth of your performance. You know what I'm saying? You guys killed it, bro, on this Drake show, man.
Thank you.
I was happy to see that y'all are hitting y'all vocals too, because I remember like a couple of years ago I saw the show and it wasn't the same way. Now everybody like I could tell the timing is right, like
100.
rehearsals.
Yo, how the fuck did you get Madonna on the album? First of all, let's start with that. How does that happen?
She's just a good friend. I met her at, after the Met Gala, and ever since then I was just trying to like do something crazy, epic, like I did with the motorsport, and so I did like a song for her album with me and DJ Darrell.
Oh wow, that's the Darrell.
I just wanted to. No, she sent me this voiceover, the champagne voiceover. Like she sent me just like a 4-bar. She just kept singing it and it had like snaps in it. Like my name, please drink me up champagne. And it was just in the voiceover. So I took the voiceover. I called Murder, told him let's get in the studio right now. Let's make this beat. I did the drums. He came in with the flute, and we put it in there. And then I sent it to her, and she wanted to do a verse to it.
Damn.
Wow, that's crazy.
So she had the initial idea.
Yeah.
And then you.
I just created the beat around that whole thing.
That's a hard thing to get in hip hop.
Hell yeah.
I think Jay-Z's the only other person I can think of that got the Madonna feature. That's crazy, man. Yo, speaking on the album, I feel like, as far as like the fans that have been waiting for I mean, we got, the project with Travis, but we've been waiting on a solo project from Quavo for so long. Like, what is, I guess, like the payoff, like for you, like, because I'm sure you've been working on this for a long time. I've been hearing about it for a while. Does it feel good to finally have it out?
Yes, it feels great. I'm ready to just go perform them, hit the streets, see what the streets like. You know what I'm saying? I've been on tour, so I can't like really see what's going on out there in the street. I'm just ready to go back home, see what's going on.
100%. Yo, I had heard like that there might be some other solo projects dropping.
Yeah. Takeoff and Offset coming right after me. They ready too. Shit crazy.
Like how soon? Like real soon?
Yeah, real soon.
Are they done already? Do you know?
It'll be here before January.
I had saw something. I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. Pusha T was on it, and they were talking about Joe had heard that Kanye like had heard that you guys were going to do something similar to what they did, where they were releasing a good music project every week, and he kind of caught wind that QC was going to do something like that, and kind of took the idea. Was that something that you guys have been planning for a while?
Oh, to drop back to back.
Yeah.
I ain't never. I was never paying attention like stuff like that. I just think we just. If I go if Seth go get a Lambo, I'm gonna go get a Lambo too. So
facts.
That's how.
So y'all, is this some friendly competition?
Yeah, we just do whatever. We just do whatever we see. Like if he do some cool shit, I want to get in it. You know what I'm saying? If he doing anything that make anybody looking good, we want to be a part of it. Like that's how we act.
100%, man. You spoke on the Lil Peep thing. A lot of people were freaking out about the lyrics on your project. I thought you were talking about Lil Peep. You had mentioned that one of your barbers had passed from the fentanyl thing as well.
I lost my barber. He been cutting my hair ever since my homecoming dance. And you know what I'm saying? He was pulling up to my house, and that's my like bit. I look at him as a big bro because he used to sit me down and just tell me what I was doing out in the street. So I was just trying to like relay that message to the world. But no, it was not at all to Lil Peep. I never met him, and I won't even like say nobody's name that's not here on this earth to stand for themselves.
I respect that.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Vic Mensa. He doesn't feel the same way.
No, he don't. Quick question. Do you notice that, what's the temperament that you get from the album right now from your fans?
My fans love it. I just, you know what I'm saying, I don't pay attention to like social media comments and stuff like that because I see like that shit is just straight bullshit, and that's not in the streets. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, y'all don't even make many comments and people that sit on the phone. So I just, like I said, I just want to go see physically, you know what I'm saying, keep doing what I'm doing, be a people's champ, help the kids, help the world, and I'm going to keep my music going. I know how to make hits.
Out here, I know a couple of our listeners, they, like you said, it was comments and shit like that. I think the build-up was so crazy to you dropping the project that people expected, like, this over the top, crazy Migos.
They wanted some. I think they was ready for like the pop and do all that other.
Ready for you to switch it up.
And, nah, I took it back to the roots.
That's what y'all started with.
Yeah, I went back to rapping. A lot of them songs I'm rapping. I'm not even
doing the harmonies,
doing auto-tune. So it's whatever.
You know, it's crazy because like I lived in the South when you guys first started a bubble, and like you guys had such a crazy energy about your guys' buzz, but you guys also were with the shits.
Yeah. He told me a wild story that we're not
on a level that I've never seen anybody else in hip hop. Well, I mean, you know, I know you guys was involved in shootouts, a whole bunch of wild shit. At what point in time? Because now you guys are fucking certified pop stars. You guys, I feel like, all have really good heads on your shoulders. You guys are you know, respectable men in hip hop at this point in time. Well, at what point in time was the turning point for y'all to like kind of stop fucking with all that shit, man? Because it got kind of crazy for a while. I know
we just started losing opportunities. You know what I mean? We started wondering why people were getting commercials and people, you know what I'm saying, doing other things that make their artists look great and look big and having billboards. You know what I'm saying? That shit it's not good if you ain't doing something good. If you know what I'm saying, doors start getting closed.
Right.
So we had to straighten out, act up, and don't nobody want to be in jail or getting in trouble or even be dead trying to prove something to some Instagram or to people. You know what I mean? Niggas know we'll do our thing and we'll still handle it to this day, but we ain't gonna display it.
100%.
Hey, speaking of which, I like to ask this question. Do you feel like you need antics to go along with dropping music nowadays, or can you just drop hot shit and it just speak for itself? Do you feel like you need the extra out shit to go along with the music?
Right now you do. It's just a trend right now. Everybody wants smoke, apparently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole Instagram, all your everybody wants smoke right now. So if that's that's the trend right now, that's the trend.
Is that where y'all come from, though? Which is cool, you know what I mean? Hey, so after the tour, we're getting a Drake Migos project?
Might be.
How many songs?
How deep are y'all into that?
How many songs are?
We ain't even got down. We ain't even got down like how we want to yet. We just still catching the flow.
But that's something that both parties are obviously open to.
We can, yeah.
That would be epic for the culture, man.
For sure.
What about another Travis album?
We thinking about it.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I saw you. You've been everywhere with Saweetie lately. What's up with you and Saweetie, man? You guys are hanging out kind of tough lately.
Yeah, she nice.
Is she?
I like her a lot.
Is she your shorty or just some homie?
Nah, she ain't my homie.
Okay.
So
I respect it.
She's special.
Yeah.
Well, let's give a round of applause for Quavo because he's got a hell of a hit list so far. He's got I mean, like, you've been with some lovely women. And
crazy. Crazy, man.
Hey, no, real quick, I do want to give you props, though, because like we were talking earlier about the shows have dramatically improved. I also feel like the quality of music, I feel like you specifically are taking your time. Because when we did go to the concert, me and him both went to the concert, and I saw you rapping. But then I saw you coming in and out of melody, and it didn't seem like you was winded at all. It seemed like you in like good shape. I know y'all hooping and shit.
Just getting cardio, running. That stage huge as fuck. Like running back and forth is like doing 20 suicides every night. We gotta do that back to back. So we just try to like stay rested and hit the stage.
Hey, I feel like the way y'all trade off on the tour, I feel like that's needed to go get your win. Right?
We got to. Drake be like tagging me in.
Hell yeah.
You got to go down when Versace drop and he get his win and he come back on stage. We come back, man. We be drenched. I be ready to take the shit off and go cry.
What the fuck are y'all wearing on stage? It's a flight
suit. You know? Yeah, it's a flight suit.
Hey, I think you guys are a part of my favorite internet moment ever with when the Joe Budden thing happened in Academics.
Yeah.
I cried my eyes out when I saw that.
Yeah.
And I know that there's like obviously we were at the show and I heard 19,000 people yell Joe Budden.
Yeah.
They did your guys' ad lib.
Yeah.
Is there like really like a problem with him, or could that ever be something where you guys like have a conversation
it's just a problem
with him?
The things he say. No, I mean we grown, and we don't like when people say rude things about us. Period. Like we don't go for that. And he say rude things about my man wife. He say rude things about us.
100%.
And we don't like that.
Do you still feel like Migos is the best group ever?
For sure. We just won pop Rock over Maroon 5 and Coldplay. Hell yeah.
I'm so glad you brought that up. We were talking about, it was the Hip Hop Awards,
Yeah,
right?
no, I told
AMAs.
I said this,
I mean, the AMAs,
I
I'm
said
sorry.
this yesterday. I said you guys are about top 5 all time hip hop.
For sure.
We had who were we talking? We were talking to somebody, and we were having them go through a list of the top 5 groups of all time. And I think it's
Have
dope.
any group ever won an AMA? I'm just asking.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Have
so.
any hip hop group?
Not to my knowledge.
No.
But
Let's look that up for these old school rappers start coming in tripping.
Right.
So we gonna look that up.
Well,
and we'll be back.
Well, what I said was like, I think we're in the middle of your guys' run and we don't realize how historic it is. I think you guys came in and implemented a flow that everyone bit.
Till this day. And everybody's careers is being made off of this flow.
100%. And, you know, in the same way that, like, you know, a Wu-Tang back in the 90s had like the solo member thing where everybody was very successful. You guys are even probably more successful than anybody from Wu individually was ever commercially. And I think there's a serious argument, you know.
I just want to give y'all props.
I love the debate. I can't wait to be in these barbershops.
I just want to give you props just because everyone unanimously puts you in that lane now. So that's dope. Man. That's just dope to be in.
And I appreciate all our fans. It's our fans who did it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who's your favorite hip hop group outside the Migos all time?
My favorite hip hop group. Let me see. They wasn't really like a group though, like Hot Boys and.
I mean, Hot Boys, you know.
Hot Boys and.
They put out a project together.
Yeah, they put out a project.
So I guess like, that's.
What about Outkast? I mean, I know you're from Atlanta.
Outkast, but they're a duo.
True. I mean, okay, we're including duos.
We're including duos.
Outkast, of course. That's it, really.
What was your relationship like with Mac? Because you guys had a song called Jabroni that Alchemist produced that was like a wrestling song that was my shit.
Man, R.P. man.
Rest in peace to Mac Miller. It was you guys and Mac Miller. How close were you guys, man?
Oh, we was close, man. Every time I seen him, it was all love. And like when we recorded Jabroni, man, like the vibe in the studio, it was me, I think OG Maco, Mac Miller, and we was just chilling all day. And Alchemist pulled up the beat. And just, you know what I'm saying, just having just knowing the history that all the shit that Alchemist, you know what I'm saying, came out with, we was just picking his brain. And Mac was just telling me about how, you know what I'm saying, Alchemist used to make all of
Mobb Deep,
Prodigy, and then at the time, bro was passed
away
too.
Yeah.
So we was just, you know what I'm saying, kind of like catching up on the history side, and then we was just trying to make some bangers in there that night. But R.I.P. to him, man. He got a great soul, man.
100%.
Hey, speaking of which, what's your thoughts on like drug use in hip hop at this point? Like, I know it's like a hot topic right now, but I feel like it's always been a problem. What's Quavo take on it right now?
You just got to know what you're doing. I mean, like people. If you from like, we from the trap, man. We from like spots where we know what, we know what's real and what's not. Like I feel like right now everything is so trendy that you don't even know what you drinking, you don't even know what you taking, that you don't know what you smoking. You feel what I'm saying? And like if you was really in these traps, you'll know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like everybody who trying these drugs that don't got no atmosphere of being around it or ain't seen it, you shouldn't try it.
Because you don't know what you're taking.
Because you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
And you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Right.
Exactly.
100%, man. Well, the album is out, Quavo Huncho.
Bro.
Great body of work. We're getting some more QC
I'm really happy
work.
for you, bro.
Appreciate it.
100%. Shouts to Saweetie. You know what I mean? That's a good look for you, man. She's beautiful.
Hey, question. She the West Coast queen.
I agree. Before was it before or after you guys started hanging out, in a serious manner, did she do the verse for you?
What verse? On my album?
On your album.
No, I told her I wanted to do that. I said I had the whole song myself. I said I want to take this half a bar off and I want you to come in saying some like powerful woman like voice. I wanted you to just, it's hard.
Right.
I love it.
That's what's up, man. Hey, that's what's up. Shout out to Quavo.
Hell yeah. Thank you for coming through, bro.
Thanks for coming through. Quavo!